Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is a crazy story that you got to listen to. It just shows that these three kids are purely evil. But anyways, I'm going to play you this clip, and then I'm going to play you the response from one of the parents and one of the aunts. And their response is even crazier, like, especially the aunt. Like, she just fits every stereotype you could imagine.
Turning now to a disturbing safety alert. A 12-year-old girl allegedly raped by three teenagers who are all being charged as adults. Local 10's Magda Luisa is live in Miami with distressing details. Magda.
Janice, this alleged crime happened in June, but it wasn't until this week a grand jury said these minors need to be charged as adults. This is why we are showing you their faces. Now, the details in this alleged crime are very disturbing. We want to warn you. Two middle school age boys and a 15-year-old boy are facing serious charges as adults in connection to a case involving a 12-year-old girl.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
Police say the co-defendants, Nelson Nunez, Josiah Jones, and Xavier Tyson, all played a part in the crime that took place in an Overtown community garden in June.
You were indicted by a grand jury and transferred from juvenile court to adult court. That's why you are here.
Police reports say the victim was leaving her friend's house when 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forced her on a couch inside the Greenhaven community garden, and her, while 12-year-old Josiah Jones and Xavier Tyson, who was 14 at the time, restrained her. Police say Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. The victim says it went on for about 30 minutes, and the boys stopped when they heard her father calling her name.
Like, honestly, this is pretty crazy to hear. Like, I think back to when I was 12 years old. This is the last thing I'd be caught doing. I was mainly outside with friends or playing baseball or basketball or any other sport. But doing something like this is just, the last thing on my mind as a 12-year-old. And it's just crazy, like it appears this might be, due to poor parenting or a lack of a parent in the household because we're going to keep it a buck, time and time again, a lot of these types of issues happen in certain communities. And it's just crazy because like these are kids we're talking about. Imagine what they would do as adults. And that's the scariest thing to think about.
Well, court was brief today, but afterwards, emotions were running high with one of the families of the boys being charged as an adult.
It's not true. He's on trial.
That's the mother of 12-year-old Josiah Jones screaming at anyone who would listen after today's court hearing as her son faces charges as an adult in a case involving the rape of a 12-year-old girl.
I don't care if they get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years. Guess what? I'm going to always feel like as a mother, as a woman, I'm going to always feel like it's not enough.
The girl's mother speaking to Local 10 recently saying she just wants justice for her daughter.
Okay, so it appears that the victim is a 12-year-old black girl, and I wonder if BLM has anything to say about this, but I probably wouldn't hold my breath. Anyways, I want you to listen to the father because he's going to come up next, and they're going to interview him. And listen to what he says, because the father starts playing the victim card.
In court today, attorneys for two of the three boys arrested in this case formally entered not guilty pleas, requested jury trials, and invoked discovery requiring prosecutors to turn over all evidence. They also argued their clients, Jones and Nunez, should not be in adult jail.
At this point, you have a 13-year-old kid sitting in jail, and me and I think my co-counsel, the lawyer for the co-defendant, we both will be fighting hard to get our clients out of jail.
As for Jones's father, he tells us the allegations against his son are not true.
A young black man that was visiting Miami, it was with the wrong two kids, a 15 and a 14-year-old. My son is 12 years old and has a father that takes care of him. These allegations are bogus.
What does race have to do with anything here? Like, your son basically ruined this young girl's life. And a lot of people might say, put the parents in jail too. And I'd be okay with that, honestly. Like, I don't think it's enough just to put the kid in prison. Put the parents, lock them up too. Because if you're going to raise an animal, I think you should be held responsible too. Because a lot of these kids don't have a chance if you're not going to raise them properly. And I remember in Michigan, they had that school shooting incident. And the parents actually got, I think, 10 to 15 years for manslaughter. It was a state level prosecution. Anyways, listen to the end of one of the accused here because her explanation about this whole situation is just insane. Take a look.
Spanish Honduran, he don't give a f. He's savage. So he like, shit,
You been talking about you wanted to do this to me. You finna, do me like this. So I guess he got aggressive with her, and she was like, oh, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna sleep with all of y'all. I'm only sleeping with him. So I guess whatever happened, while they was running the train on her, the lady who stayed upstairs must have on her way down to check her mail, or you get what I'm saying, drop her garbage or whatever. She seen them, cause how the building is made, where the lady who seen the kids is like right there, and the farm is right there, so you can look over her balcony and see everything was going on in the farm. So I guess she spotted them. So in the mix of her spotted them, she like, what y'all doing in there? So that's when she want to yell, y'all stop, y'all stop, y'all stop. But she went home. She never told her mama anything. Going on 2 days, she never told her mama anything. When the lady came to find out who daughter it was, she went and told the stepdaddy. So when the lady told the stepdaddy, that's when the little girl went to tell her mama. They dragged her from the park, they took her there, and they raped her. I ain't justifying nothing. Let me tell you something. I ain't finna sit here and read y'all comment. I got on here to check her. If you gonna tell a story, tell a story the right way. Don't get on here trying to make it seem like my nephew on a run or for none of that. Because if he get direct file too, he already got a lawyer. But I know at the end of the day, your daughter ain't telling the truth. Your daughter only pressing charges because you forcing her to press charges. Your daughter was never a virgin before she got touched. So what I'm supposed to sit here and say? All they ass need they ass whoop. I'm an old school mama. I beat ass. My oldest daughter, 19 years old, 20 years old. I don't play that. I'm not none of them mama that side with no child. When you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong. I ain't justified what none of them did. But when you get on social media, you trying to make it seem like, oh, it's just one side, when in reality, you know the truth, and it's not that side. That ain't finna go down like that, especially when it comes to my family.
Okay, so now it's being reported by this aunt of one of the accused that this is her words, that the accused, the 12-year-old girl, actually consented to one of the boys, doing whatever he wanted to do, but she didn't consent to all three of them. And then basically, when she got caught, that's when she, told on her mom the entire thing, that all three boys were going at her, uh, which is crazy. Like, it still boggles my mind that this is even like a discussion for a 12-year-old child. And the more I think about the parents, I think 100%, yeah, they should be prosecuted, because just think about what these kids did, like restraining a girl at the age of 12, putting rocks in her mouth. Like, who does that type of stuff? Like, how is that even an idea for a 12-year-old to do? And this is why I think parents should be held 100% responsible for these kids.